Hi, good afternoon. It's been a while since I came back in front of the camera and picked up a topic to talk about. I was contemplating, what to talk about, but this afternoon I went through a little experience of mine, nothing very unusual and nothing out of the ordinary. I had an appointment today with a student. The time was 10:30. 10:30 came, 10:30 went. Quarter to 11 came, quarter to 11 went. 12 o'clock came, 12 o'clock went, and it went on and on and on. There was no student. There was no call saying he's delayed and won't be able to make it because of XYZ reasons. The point I'm trying to make here is when we give a time, why don't we stick to it? I'm talking about punctuality. How important is punctuality in our life? How important it is to keep to time, especially when you've committed that time to somebody. There's an old saying, if you don't value time, time will not value you. And if you don't value somebody else's time, they will most certainly not value you. I think sometimes, is it inborn, this thing to not keep to time? Is it something that is not cultivated over a period of time? Is it something that is not taught right from their childhood? The importance of keeping time, the importance of valuing time, not just from the point of view of meeting somebody or going somewhere, but actually valuing time. The reason being, time is ticking for everyone and it's moving forward. You cannot move it backwards. You cannot go back in time. It will always go forward. The time you waste or the time you use constructively. Either way, time is moving forward. Why don't we stick to time? And if we can't, due to some emergency or some unforeseen thing that can happen, why can't we call the other side, the other party that you're going to meet and inform them well in advance so that they are not waiting and they can carry on with their life? People don't realize when they do something like this, there's an unseen and an unspoken message that's going across to the other party. And the message is very clear. I am not interested in you, or I really don't care whether we meet or not, or I'm being forced to meet you, but it's okay if I don't meet you. Bottom line, you're not worth my time. Now, these are all perceptions or opinions that can come up in one's mind about you as a person who's not honored or committed to that time that you have given and both of you have agreed to. Punctuality. I mean, if you are in the armed forces, that's grilled into you and you cannot be a second late because that second can cost you your life or somebody else's life. But everyone is not in the forces. A huge chunk of the population are general people working for their living. But time is involved in every activity. In your very growth, time is involved. You cannot take time out of the system. It's not possible. Because if you take time out of the system, the only place you are going is into a 3x6 accommodation 6 feet under. That's when time stops for you. In layman's language. I won't get into the soul part and all that, but as human beings, your time will stop there. Learning to be punctual is critical for your own growth as a human being as well as professionally. Value time. I'm not talking about wasting time, I'm talking about valuing time. You value time, you see how the universe returns that to you. You will find yourself more productive, you will find yourself more constructive. You will actually create an impression that you are so dying to create with people. Be punctual. Be punctual with yourself. whether it's eating on time, whether it's exercising on time, whether it's going to the gym, going for a swim, going for a stroll. If you are looking at this and if you have this on your wrist, then value this thing. Value time, time will value you. Be punctual.